In Gladewater, school district leaders are sharing their multi-million-dollar vision for the future. This comes after voters approved a bond more than $8 million for school security, buses, and facility upgrades. As KLTV7's Andrew Culver reports, the district says voters have decided to invest in the next generation.
Gladewater High School's Ag Mechanics class teaches skills like welding and how to build a trailer. Some of the welding equipment is over 30 years old. The new bond will fund new materials for the class. Teacher Rhett Moore says the students need to stay up to date with modern technology.
Really, the sky's the limit, but this old equipment limits what we can do.
The bond will provide new equipment for culinary arts and health science classes. Intercom systems at Weldon Elementary and the high school will be updated in case of an emergency. Keyless entry systems will be installed at the high school and primary school. Students will be given key cards that work during school hours. The system is already in place at the middle school and Weldon Elementary. The bond also focuses on transportation. Superintendent Ray Ann Patty says the district doesn't have enough school buses for extracurricular activities.
There have been times where we had to borrow buses from neighboring districts to get our students home on the routes. I started really looking into, what are we going to need to be able to sustain over the next 10 to 15 years.
The district will look to add 5 or 6 more buses. 6 other buses will be retrofitted or replaced to include seatbelts, as mandated by new law. Crews will replace HVAC systems at the high school. Painters will go to work on the inside of the high school and primary school.
It's nice to see the community behind this. They're putting their kids first, their students first. That allows us as teachers to prepare them.
Andrew Culver, KLTV7 News.
Now, we understand the district will pay that bond off over a 15-year term, and a majority of the projects are expected to finish before school starts in August.